Sounds live. Hurry, hurry, hurry now. Quick, quick, quick. Just step on the gas, 'cause I don't wanna miss this opportunity.
Okay, I wanted you to hear that song. That is the song I played in Malaysia. I did my 4-day certification program. Lots of breaks and lunches and stuff. We played that to let people know it was break time. Oh my God, it's so much fun. It's Alexis Jordan, and the song's called Happiness. And for people that are on my Facebook, I posted it this week, and people are rocking out all over the place. So it's one of those you cannot not move to those kind of songs.
Yeah. Good. The energy is flowing for our 5th session of the Deliberate Attraction series.
Oh.
I think it's 5th or 6th, something like that. How cool is that? I'm so appreciative of you teaching us how to apply deliberately the law of attraction.
Well, thank you. And I really love seeing people's comments. I really read them, and I really like to. It's making a big impact on people. So I love reading people's aha moments or their insights that they're getting. And, they're like, a lot of people have been studying law of attraction for a long time, but this is really applying it. So
I think people want more and more practical tools, It's good to have the teaching and the information, but really, how can we apply this in our life is really the thing I think we all want to know.
I know. Well, you know what? They can have me in their life by just, checking out these videos, because every call, there's something new. And today there's something bubbling up that we need to do. So I don't even know if it's on board with what you're thinking, but there's something that came to me that said, and I kept editing it, and I said, no. And a little voice said, yes, do it. Everybody wants to know. So a little bit of fun today.
All right. Good. I'm excited. I'm not even aware of that. So
I saw your information about the Oprah bus. So you and your girlfriend went to the Oprah studio. You got your pictures taken. I'm not one to brag. I'm not one to brag, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to get out my Oprah and Friends mug, because I was interviewed by her 4 times. You knew that, right?
Yeah, I knew that. Well,
I thought I would put this in your bubble.
Oh, wow. Dear Michael, Oprah. Nice.
Yes. Hand-signed letter from Oprah Winfrey, and I'm drinking out of her cup. Now, it didn't come from a kitchen, but it came from the studio. So, see how
awesome.
close
You stole it? Did you stole it?
No, absolutely did not. 2 of them.
Well, it was funny because right when I was with Jolene, that was coming from the UK, and we went to the Harpo Studios to, just attract 2 seats there.
And just to the energy is fun too.
And there was 4 big buses, Michael, right in front of it, and I'm like, this is so perfect. I'm declaring that this tour is going to be so big. It will so be featured in the on the Oprah Winfrey Network as one of the most transformational thing that has happened, across the country with this crazy Lilou.
And what we're doing right now is part of the process. So there could be a spin-off show where I do live calls, because I'm so inspired to do this. I'm actually been telling people on my fan page, hey, if you're not a fan of mine on Facebook, I'm telling people on my fan page that I want to do this to people, and provided they'll let me record it and share it with other people, because what a great way for people to learn when they're kind of eavesdropping on somebody else's issue or the coaching session. So really, this has been a lot bigger than me just coaching you and me just, it's like this has been really good for lots of people. I'm so pleased about that.
I appreciate that it supports you and your success, because you're doing great stuff in the world, so that is needed.
Thank you.
Just what I just love it. And I love your energy, and people are really getting that we're having fun, and this is what we're doing. We're having fun.
Yes, and you know what? I am so vulnerable on this, because this is who I really am. When my friends watch this, they say, you know what? That's exactly the way he is in real life. So I know we both have personalities. We're on book covers and posters and all that other stuff. I'm wearing my reset button today.
I have
decided. And part of my certification training, one of the things that I teach the trainers is to be vulnerable and find personal stories to share with the audience. And as soon as you become personal with them, they get a lot closer. So my story is always about my body weight and talking about how big I am, and always using affirmations about I had a happy, slender body. And, that's vulnerable to talk about your body size in front of thousands of people. But I make it fun and I make it funny. And so I don't try to hide anything, and just have lots of fun with it. Okay, and I got a little message on the airplane on the way back. So I tend to get my BlackBerry out and email stuff, even though it doesn't send. I kind of stockpile all these thoughts. Yeah. And on the way to Malaysia, it was a long flight, I wrote the outline of my new book. You've heard me talk about that I'm working on a new process. So that's kind of what I want to tap into you today with that. And then on the way back, I start to get some law of attraction quotes. So I wanted to open up with this one because I think it'll be a good reminder to set our meeting off. And then we can talk about some of your fulfillment needs, about what needs to be fulfilled for you. What's the drive and the motivation for this tour? And most importantly, if we can identify what these fulfillment needs of yours are, then we can create a lot more opportunity to get them met. Say yes if you love that.
Right, I like that, but I really want to uncover why the sponsorship are not happening and flowing in. And I want to see, and I have some vibration around money, I think, that is holding that back too.
Both of that, money and sponsorship. Okay, so I just want to read you this quick little thing that came to my head.
Yeah.
Because I was in front of thousands of people in Malaysia, and people come back and they talk.
You're such a show-off, Michael.
I'm a vibrational show-off. Hey, do you want to see what I brought my friends back from Malaysia? Because they picked me up at the airport, and then they're like kids. What did you buy this year? Because every year I buy them something. So this year I bought these great little business card holders. Can you see that? Uh-huh. These big twin towers, and you put business cards in it. Uh-huh. Isn't that fun? So that's what my A-listers get. They're coming to my house for dinner tonight. So they have little care packages when I come back from a trip.
That's very thoughtful of you.
Good. So let's kind of remember why we're here, and it's to help you be a deliberate attractor. And really, the attraction part of law of attraction is really the allowing part. You can't give something attention, energy, and focus, and have it come to you if there's doubts about it. It's kind of a math equation, right? So right now, your desire on a scale of 1 to 10, your desire is a 1, and your doubt must be a 9. How do I know that? Because you haven't received full manifestation. Yeah. You have received some evidence that your vibration is lining up to the tour and the bus. So I want to start by kind of having you keep score about, I want to hear all the things that have lined up, because your first sentence out of your mouth was, I want to find out why the sponsorship is not working. And my question to you was, I want to find out what's working about the sponsorship. So we're going to start by celebrating the matches. And when you celebrate the match, you say, oh, here's proof I'm lining up my energy. Here's proof I'm lining up. Yeah. And the doubt that you have is because you don't have proof. Yeah. So today we're going to become proof seekers. And I want you to just tell me what's been coming into your physical existence that's in alignment to the bus. And
I see the bus more and more everywhere, and I notice them. And each time I see one, I really feel the logo and the energy on it, and it's like I'm starting to attract them. Yes. I've also received a little mini bus. I showed you last time. I
saw that last week, yeah.
That was sent. Those buses were. There was 4 buses in front of the Harpo studio. That really rocked it. I really sent high vibes about that. Yeah. And then last week I received an email from Alaya, which lives in Hawaii, but she has a bus, and she sent me this email. I have a bus. Here are the pictures. It's in storage in Arizona. So actually I found out later that she wanted to sell it, but I thought, how cool is that now I'm starting to attract pictures of, this big, it was like a Class A motorhome, Airstream, right there. She was sending it to me, and she has other plans for it, but it really opened up a lot, just seeing it. I'm like, okay, it's becoming more and more tangible.
Yes. So what I'd like to find out from you, what your methodology is is to use it as an opportunity to celebrate. So do you what do you dance? Do you sing? What do you do to be in the energy of what you're observing? Because if you're observing something, it's causing you to send the vibration.
Clapping.
So you're doing that. Okay, you're clapping.
And I'm doing the Michael clapping, and I don't dance though. Maybe I should dance more.
Well, law of attraction doesn't care if you dance. It just cares about how you feel if you dance. So don't dance because Michael Losier said to dance.
Oh no!
But here's what I would.
Fun.
Here's what I would do if I was you. Do you want to know the answer to that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I like to point at it. And I like to point at it and say, that's there because of me. My thought created that to appear in front of me. Yeah. The traffic got realigned in Victoria so I could bump into somebody that I gave attention to the other day. And things come to me from sources and resources I don't even know existed. And when they do, I say, that's there because of me, that's there because of me. So every time I do that, I'm saying proof, 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 proof. And then when I desire something, it's not like, oh, I wonder if this is going to work. Yeah, look back in your files, proof, proof. So our job is just to be just keep score of all the matches.
Mm-hmm. Also, I've received an email from somebody. It was kind of a strange email, but the whole idea of having hotels, Oprah. The whole idea of having hotels also being sponsors is a pretty cool, neat thing. This person brought it up as to maybe in hotels there's ways to have these kind of shows as content, but also have hotels as sponsors. And I always have this on the back of my mind, and I think that's part of the doubt that is holding me from manifesting is I'm like, yeah, but being 24/7 with people in a bus, this is big, I mean, at the same time I need my independence and freedom and this and that. So I think there is those counter thoughts.
Yes. So you know what I'd really like? I kind of want to work backwards, and I know you've got some things in mind, but if it helps shift vibration today, would it matter how we got there?
No.
No. You've done tapping when you didn't want to.
That's right.
Even though I don't want to do tapping, well, you did it anyway, right? So today, because you know what it's all about? It's all about having the experience.
Yeah.
And at the very center, like a lot of people talk about their purpose in life. And if I ask you what your purpose in life is, you might say, oh, it's to interview people. And I would say, no, that's the strategy to get your purpose met. So what's your purpose? And you would say, well, my purpose is this, this, and this. And I would say, when you experience this, this, and this, what do you feel? And you'd say, I feel joy. So it's really simple. The purpose in our life is to experience joy. What we really want to find out is what are the needs I need to get met in order for me to feel joy all the time. So I know what mine are. And I'm pretty selfish.
Do we really need to know?
Yes, because it's going to help. Because right now, listen, right now you're focusing on a bus. And I'm thinking there could be another experience that could bring all that feeling. But
exactly.
I'm going to focus on the feeling and let law of attraction. You know what? Come here. It might be a plane. It might be a plane.
I like that. That was the original idea, Michael, actually.
Yeah. So my point is what?
And then I thought maybe tone it down a little bit.
A bus, a plane, whatever.
It could be also a plane. I mean, it could be a car, a bus, a plane, and a hotel. Yeah. All of that.
It could be all of that. But at the end of the day, if you unravel that like an onion, what need is getting met by having the bus? And
travel and to expose, what I love about the bus is that it exposes the message and the channel and the fact that this is happening, and it calls people's attention.
Right.
It is another way for them to hear about the Juicy Tour, to watch the interviews, to know about this project. It's like a giant billboard, It's also that it's like it's right there in your face, and that's effective. Right.
So when it calls to people's attention, the messages that you're teaching and spreading, when you call that to somebody's attention, what's the feeling you get from that? Makes you feel what?
When it calls people's attention?
No, when you cause something to call something attention to, what feeling do you get from that?
It's like, wow.
Okay, do you want me to give you some examples?
Yeah.
Right? Like, for example, would you feel like that you've just influenced somebody in a positive way?
Yeah.
Like, or contributed to something, or, you know, so for example, if one of the needs that you like to get met is to influence people, then that's the work that you're doing does that, and that's one of my fulfillment needs, is to influence people. So even what I'm doing right now, am I getting my influencing needs met? Yes, I'm influencing you and people watching. So then I start to make decisions about someone who says, hey, Michael, there's a crane operator job. It pays twice your salary. Would you do it? And I would say, absolutely not. I wouldn't get my...
No?
What am I? No, who am I going to influence operating a crane?
Well, then you
But,
can have
you
a
know,
big billboard on it saying Law of Attraction Michael Losier.
yeah, well, that would get my other need met. That's getting people's attention, being attentive. Anyway, so I just want to explore what's the feeling that you want to experience. You want to be able to, I heard you use the word freedom. You like to have freedom.
Yeah, I want to experience freedom. I want to experience, big. I mean, I want to really I want to experience the joy and the connection. Maybe there's, I don't know why I cannot get more into the feeling place. Why do you think that is?
You might be resistant to doing it. It's really important. Yeah, so we don't have to complete it, but I want you to be aware what is the need that gets met when you do that. And if we can find out what the needs met, what the fulfillment is.
I guess is also the need for to expose, but to connect with people, and to have that freedom and that mobility and the ease. I want to say experience the ease of it too, because being in the bus and going around is so cool and so much fun, and it's like family, traveling, and it's inspiring in itself.
What about the word adventure? What does that mean to you?
Oh, I love adventures.
Yeah. So I want you to keep that on the side, because that might be something that needs to get met. Because if I said, Lilou, you can do this sitting in your couch once a week, and you'd still be able to connect with people, but you know what's missing from it is the adventure.
And the connection.
The connection. Okay, so I'm writing both of those words down. I'd like you to do the same. Adventure and connection. Ideally, if you can think of a third one, then you can play with those and thinking, would I get my adventure needs met and my connection needs met and my other need? Would I get those needs met? I have another one that I could give you as a hunch. Do you want to hear it and see if it resonates with you or sounds okay? Is the word freedom.
Yeah.
Earlier when I heard you say, you got excited about the tour and then you thought about being on the bus every day and not having your freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
also the thing that I have about sponsors, is that I might lose my freedom.
Right. So if you could, if we did a clarity through contrast around that, what we might birth is that you'd like to travel and still have your other life. What
I would love to do is travel, do those videos. I have complete freedom over the content, have complete, freedom as to where to go. There's, it's just like this really open space for creation.
Yeah. And does it need to be 4 days a week? 4 weeks a month?
No.
No. So just kind of think outside the box, because really briefly, here's my ideal life right now. I travel 1 week a month and stay in a beautiful hotel, do all kinds of seminars and speaking engagements, then come back to Victoria for 3 weeks.
I do like the fact that I'll go on a world tour, and just keep on traveling and going. I'm a gypsy. I'm cool with that. And it doesn't mean 1 week here and there going back to base, but it's the opposite of you. I want to be out there most of the time. Mm-hmm. Like 3 weeks out of 1, maybe 3 weeks out of 4,
Okay, perfect. So I just want to go back to the word gypsy, because it's quite nice. So, and your physiology change, you said gypsy and it was all loose. So what's the feeling behind a gypsy? What feelings would you connect to the dots to being a gypsy?
Gypsy is that freedom and that unlimited adventure, and moving places whenever you want and have
So
no.
if you can move places wherever you want, what's the feeling under that? What's the feeling to be able to move places when you want?
To move places when I want is ecstasy.
Okay. So if you play the recording back, you're going to hear lots of patterns. So this is really important. Is the word freedom and adventure? I may have installed them, but I also got them intuitively that they need to be met. And my hunch is you could go back to a job that you had in the past where they didn't get met and you didn't excel at all. Matter of fact, you might have said, "I don't feel very fulfilled here."
I lost
And
my job and I liked it.
you did.
That was
So
the
did you have,
one where those needs were not met.
yay, clap your hands. This is important for you to know. This is like your vibrational DNA.
Yeah, but
You have,
that is definitely there. Yeah.
I'm going to call it the vibrational
I've always
DNA.
been like that. I'm aware of that though, I feel.
Okay, we're just going to be more conscious about the experience. So when you said it has to be a 16-foot bus, and I'm going to say, you know what, you could probably get your adventure freedom needs met on a 13-foot bus too. Like I don't want to, it's like doing a search on the internet and telling the internet where to go find the thing that you're looking for. Oh, I'm looking for this, and find it over there. No. So we have to learn to say, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this experience to be able to interview, and I love the freedom and the communications going. Just ramble on about that. So today we need to clean up your vibration about just being on the bus, right? Because it's stopping the bus from coming. So you're not in vibrational harmony with the bus. What do you think about that?
I'm not.
You're not. So does that feel like the right thing to do? Change the vibration about just being on the bus?
If that's even the right way to do the tour. I mean, I feel like it could be way more open than that. And does the bus have to be in there? Maybe not. Maybe I should open up to more possibilities and more event. Maybe it show up as a hotel. Maybe it'll show up later as a bus. Maybe it'll show. I mean, I would love a bus.
Yeah.
The other day I was seeing those bus in front of Harpo, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe those bus could be donated by Oprah. And I'm like, all right, girl, now you're starting to think. I mean, those bus could literally be given by someone.
Yes. I mean, that's one way to get it. That's one of the ways I could get a bus. So I just practice the language around that. So it has to say, oh, the bus is going to come from Oprah,
No.
which is one of the ways. You say,
It's one of
that's
the ways.
the ways I could get my bus. Oh, here's another way I could get. Somebody could donate it. Somebody could sponsor it. You could win money to get the bus. You could find a bus. You could find a bus.
I could find a bus. I mean, a bus could just pop out.
Somebody could donate a bus and give you a bus and love you enough to buy you a bus. Who cares? Let's not focus on how you're going to get it. Let's focus on having it and the freedom of all of that.
Yeah.
Right. So I still think it's worthy of a little, like the lifestyle on the tour. We can do it without the word bus. Because you might be staying in 5-star hotel to 5-star hotel, or you might be in Vegas for a stint, or like if your needs are getting met, I think you could be flexible on the delivery. Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to.
And
So
the needs are having the high-speed internet connection. It's having a roof, and being comfortable, and a place for all the team to stay, or if it's in the bus or not the bus, and then transportation, easily, all that.
okay, good. Yeah, you know what? You're telling me all the things that you like. I want to uncover the things that you don't like so we can convert them to what you do like.
Okay.
And when we go from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change. And when the words change, the vibration changes. And when the vibration changes, the results change. When we decide what we're going to do, my job is always listening for what the block is. Because you're pretty clear about what you want. But if it's not coming, the only thing that can be blocking it is doubt and negative vibration. Is it a limiting belief? Is it the word? Take a big breath. Do you feel like you're being lectured to?
No, I agree. I can feel all the heaviness and the significance and the not letting go and not allowing. That's what that expressed.
You'll know when you feel relief. You know what it's going to feel like? Oh, thank you for saying that. Or whatever you might hear. That's a physical feeling. You know, that's the removal of stress, and stress is a negative vibration. So take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. Take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle.
If you like it, clap your hands. Clap, clap.
That's very Canadian, that kind of music. Oh, I should qualify that for all my Canadian friends. I'm from the Maritimes, and that's what they do. They like to have singing parties.
I have fun pencils now.
You do have a fun pencil. Ah.
Okay, so contrast on the left, clarity on the right.
My ideal daily life.
Whoa. Wow. That is pretty cool title right there.
My ideal daily life. And this, it's not the one you have, because the one you have is the one you're vibrating, and that's why you're getting what you're getting. Your life is awesome, but we're going to kick it up a notch. Say yes if you love that.
I love that.
Looking. Clapping.
Clap, clap, clap. Michael's clap.
Okay. Now, put your head into, being on tour and everything from your eating habits to your exercise habits to your personal alone time. And so there's little stories. There's a little blueprint in the back of your head about what that might be. And I want you to just tell me what it is. So let's build a list 1 to 10. For those of you at home, this is a really great exercise to help shift vibration around what you're getting if you don't like it. The piece of paper on the left-hand side, we're going to list all the things that you're getting that you don't like. And on the right-hand side, we're going to go to clarity. So as Lilou and I do this, you'll see what happens. She doesn't like doing this part. I'm talking like you're not here. She doesn't like doing this part because it makes her feel a little negative because I'm asking her to tell me what she doesn't like. Okay, you can come back now. Okay, tell me something that you don't like about a daily life that's in your head.
Being on the tour and the life in general.
Yeah, well, on the tour life. That's your life.
Okay, so I don't like to be told what to do.
Okay, don't like to be told what to do. Do you like being asked what to do?
Yeah.
Can we put that on the clarity side? It just came to my head, so I thought we should take a look at that.
Well, yeah, maybe it's jumping ahead because...
okay, sorry, let's stand
quite that.
You don't like being told what to do. What else don't you like?
Not eating healthy and not having vibrant, healthy foods around.
Okay, not eating healthy.
Not having time to exercise or or have somebody to help.
Yeah. What if we said not? We could say not maintaining your exercise.
Yeah.
Is that what that means? Yeah. So
Yeah.
not maintaining your exercise routine. Welcome to my 30 days in Malaysia.
I don't like when it's a struggle.
Okay. Don't like
a roof over my head or something.
Don't like the struggle of the business part of marketing or money
No,
or what?
No, the sleeping part.
Don't like the struggle to try to get to sleep?
No, to find a good roof over my head.
Okay.
Like I don't want to struggle for that on the tour, as to where I'm staying or how it's gonna happen.
Okay. So you don't like to struggle or stress. Can I call it stress too?
Yeah.
To struggle or stress about accommodations.
And transportation.
And transportation. Okay, good. What else don't you like?
I don't like when I don't have me time.
Okay, no me time.
I don't
What
like
else?
to be 24 hours around people.
24 hours. Don't like 24 hours around people. You know what happens to me? I'll give you a quick little story. I'm doing a seminar in Malaysia. There's 350 of the people that show up. I go early, a half hour early, take pictures and sign books. Taking pictures in Malaysia is almost mandatory. Almost mandatory. And signing books. I do the seminar for 2 hours. I stay for another half hour, and I get so many people around me, and I love it. And then I go back to my hotel room by myself and watch TV. It's my favorite thing to do is to go in the bed and say, I rocked the house tonight. And sometimes I'm funnier than not. And if I get a couple people in the audience, and the last seminar I did in Malaysia, I had a little gaggle of ladies on one side, and they were raving fans, and they mocked me a little bit, but in a fun way. And one time I did this at my seminar. I go, right, and all of a sudden these 6 women, they sound like a choir. They go, So whenever I said, say yes if you love that, these women would go, Oh, somebody put something on my fan page this week. People go there to celebrate their manifestations. So one guy was going on and on about all this stuff he was celebrating, and he was giving it lots of attention. And I have a fun relationship with them. And only people that know me as a person could read it and know that, but a stranger might not know. So he's bragging, and my response to it, I said, vibrational show off.
I saw that.
So I loved it, and I'm thinking, I wonder if everybody would know there was humor behind that.
I'm sure. And if people don't
Anyway,
get it, too bad.
Yeah, I'm a vibrational show off.
Yeah, you sure are.
Yeah.
And that works for you.
Okay, so let's go back into the space of, this is the little story, the little blueprint, the little movie that's running on the back. So look at me. Thank you. So on this hand, you have a really strong desire to get on the bus and do a tour, right?
Yeah.
If I gave that a +1 to a +10, what number would you give me?
For what?
10.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it again.
10.
10. So I have a really strong vibe of 10 around the desire to have the bus tour.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I have some negative vibration about being on the tour. So on a scale of -1 to -10, how strong is the negative vibration about the tour, about the daily life? It's a -8. So look at me. So the -8 of your
You're
doubt.
so cheeky. I can't believe how you were when you were a kid. When you were 5 years old, you must have been unstoppable.
No, I was introvert. Remember, I was massive when I was young, so I hid away from everybody. I was really quiet. Really, until, I wouldn't, Anyway, what was I doing?
-8, and we're at +8. So we're at -2.
+8 doubt and a +8 for desire.
So,
See how the negative vibration just diluted the positive vibration? So you're getting some matches. You're noticing buses, you're getting this kind of phone call, somebody called you about it. So things are coming to you, but the window isn't wide enough. You haven't opened your allowing door wide enough.
Yeah.
There's things that are, so today, through the conversation, because I'm always listening for what? The
vibrational not match.
Yeah, the block.
The block.
Yeah, I'm a blocker. I'm a blocker remover. So I want to find out what the block is. Because you know what? You're really good at desiring. So what's stopping the manifestation? It's always allowing. And allowing is the absence of doubt. So my job is to seek the doubt and to help delete it. Okay, so far, here's the vibration that you're holding about being on the tour. You don't like being told what to do. You don't like missing your eating habits, and you're not maintaining your exercise. You don't like struggle and stress about where I'm going to sleep and how I'm going to get to where I'm going to get. There's no me time at all. And I don't like being around people 24 hours. Now, if you had your vibrational meter reader, just wait, I'm going to see if I can do it from here. I'm going to just check your vibes. Checking. Okay, you know what? That's not a good vibe. That's a negative vibe. That's not what you want, but it's what you're vibrating. And now it's canceling all the delivery of the manifestation. Look at me and listen. The speed. I know you don't like being told what to do, but you're very.
That's why you're doing that now. I see.
Very flexible with me. The speed at which law of attraction is going to fully manifest your desire is determined on how much doubt you have in receiving it. So right now we're chipping away at the negative vibration that's stopping it. And we came across, it's like mining, and we came across this layer and it's like, oh, here's a little negative vibration about being on the bus that you want so much. Say yes if this makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, Michael.
You won't even say yes when I ask. You don't like being told even to say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Coach Michael. My coach on the law of attraction.
Yay. Hey, here's my book. It's doing really well in Malaysia. I did so many book signings there. It's so fun. They're so shy. They all hide behind bookcases, and I have to make them come out, make them corral in. And then I just dazzle them with my sprinkle dust, and they're like,
That's
wow.
another thought I would love to have. I lost my job, and I liked it at your Malaysian publisher.
Well, I have a publisher agent that would do that.
Ah.
Do you want to know more about that?
I want to see my book
Do you know
in
what-
many
do you know what-
languages too.
Yeah, well, a literary agent, they're agents around words. I always like to read stuff backwards. What's a literary agent? Well, it's an agent about literary or words. So they're the ones that do all the because my book's in 28 languages. So I don't have to do anything except sign the contract. They negotiate the price. They look after all the payments, all the lawyer stuff. It's a massive industry, and it's all paperwork. And you don't like that, right?
I think you have a good agent. I want to be in touch with that person.
Yes. So I can teach you how to do that.
Good.
And it's my agent that, so when another country wants to print my book in my language, I just send them to my agent, and they look after all that. And they love me. I'm easy to work with. I'm easy to get a hold of. I do what I say I'm going to do, and I keep them updated. So I told my agent that I'm in the process of writing another book, and they're quite thrilled about that. And we did a little bit of that today. The book is going to be about uncovering fulfillment needs. And when people can uncover what their fulfillment needs are, then they can use law of attraction to get them met. And that's what we're doing today. So a lot of people say, no, I don't feel very fulfilled at work or in my business or in my relationships. And it's because they're not getting their fulfillment needs met. And when you don't get your fulfillment needs met, you don't experience joy. And when you don't experience joy, you're not fulfilling the purpose of your life, hence not being fulfilled. So let's go back to your ideal daily life. This is the blueprint of what you vibrating. That's what law of attraction is picking up. Also remember that you don't even have to be saying it out loud to be sending the vibration. Little checklist. If you're thinking this, are you sending a vibration? I don't think. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Yes, I am. When
you're telling somebody about this, are you giving it a vibration?
Yeah.
If you're humming it, are you giving it a vibration?
Yeah.
If you're reading it, if you're typing it, if you're making a collage out of it, all of those things. So law of attraction doesn't read. So you can write it or sing it or hum it or type it or make a collage out of it. It doesn't matter. It's how you give it attention. So we need to shift the vibration.
Yes, we do.
And the way to go from what you don't want to what you do want is, so what do you want? We're going to do this quickly. And for everybody at home, this is where you shift. That's the vibration you have. And in order to get a different vibration, you need to have different thoughts and words. And to have different thoughts and words, I'm going to ask you the oh-so-famous question, which is, so...
What do I want?
Number one, don't like to be told what to do. So what do you want?
I like to be free to do what I want to do. I like to have total freedom.
But if somebody needs you to do something in particular, what would be a way you'd like to receive that request?
As a question, ask, yeah.
Yeah. So, say, for example, you're going to have people fixing your makeup and your camera and lugging stuff for you. And so people are going to need to ask you things, So that's your job to tell them how you like to be treated. Say, I like when you ask me to do something instead of telling me. It's vibrational boundaries. I'm only saying that because that's the first one you came up with, and you came up with it pretty fast. And it's very specific. I'm thinking a little bit differently than you, but I still want to address it, that you like to be asked to do something. Not eating healthy, not having your normal routine. That's what you don't want. What do you want? I
want to eat healthy.
Okay, anything else you want to say around that? You want to eat healthy?
No, because then it's exercise.
Okay, not maintaining exercise. So what do you want?
Have time set up for exercise and have a great exercise coach with me.
Could we say committed time, committed gym time with coach?
Committed time to exercise.
Committed time to exercise.
And with coach.
With coach.
Just have somebody helping and following.
Last year when I was in Malaysia, I stayed at the same hotel a lot. So for a week I hired a trainer. And even when I hired him, I kind of regretted it. And I thought, wow, now I have to go to the gym every day at 6:30 in the morning. And then I loved it after like the third day. And this time in Malaysia, I didn't hire a trainer, and I regret it so much. Anyway, so I'm experiencing my contrast into that's what I'd like to. I'd like to commit to hiring a trainer when I travel. Very good. By the way, everybody in YouTube, cross off the what you don't like list as you get rid of it. You don't like to struggle and have struggle and stress about where your accommodations are going to be. Is everything
accommodation and transportation are all taken care of, and I don't need to worry. I mean, it's all handled. And
can we
really
say
well? I mean, really good.
Can we say your ideal? Because you'll have defined that as being really well and really good. Your ideal accommodations and transportation. It's funny, every time I go to Malaysia, they always ask me if I want to do anything different, any tours I want to go on, because we have days off, right? And I said, no. And they said, we just want to check about your room requirements. Because I like a nice room. Because I like to go to I like to bed. So I like a king size bed with at least 9 pillows. I like that. Yes, I love lots of pillows. And I like nice amenities in the hotel. And I like a little kitchen because I make smoothies in the morning. I bring my protein powder and stuff. So that helps me stay on my routine. So I know my ideal hotel room. And when they check me into the hotel, that's my team in Malaysia, they wait for me to go to my room, and then I text them. So I got to tell you a quick little story. I think I mentioned this in our last call. When I checked into this beautiful hotel, they gave me a key, and I went to the room, and somebody was in the room already. He couldn't see me, but I saw his bags and stuff on the floor. So I didn't say anything. I pulled the key, and I went downstairs, and I didn't cause a fuss at all. I just said, you know what? I kind of whispered. I said, somebody's already in the room. And the clerk got really red and embarrassed. I mean, that was a breach of security, right? And so he passed me the key. He said, I put you in the deluxe room. So I go in the deluxe room. It's like just grand condo. It's massive, and it overlooks the Twin Towers. And so that's what I was vibrating. I wanted to have a great view of Kuala Lumpur, and I ended up getting it through I would have never put that as the way to get what it was that I wanted. Mm-hmm. So I know my point is that I went through a lot of contrast to find my ideal hotel. And my ideal hotel also gives me internet access for free. And we have changed hotels because of internet access.
That's another thing. High speed, the fastest internet speed. I mean, for me with the videos, it's super important.
Highest quality.
Everywhere I go, like the highest, fastest internet speed for, just like in the Westin, you put it and boom, the video is in 2 minutes online. It's crazy.
I love the Westin.
I love the Westin too.
Yes.
All the W's.
I never thought of that.
Actually, I'm in contact with somebody from the W Hotel, so maybe they'll become the sponsor. How cool would that be?
It was very cool. The name of the hotel that I stayed at was called the Prince Hotel. And everything was grand. You walked in the lobby. I never opened a door the whole time I was there. People opening doors for me. And I'm almost the only one that ever thanked anybody in that hotel. They all want to do I would thank the door person, and they were like almost uncomfortable that somebody would thank them to hold the door. That's my nice Canadian values.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to add to any other little thing come up? I don't want this, I don't like this.
No me time.
No me time, so what do you want?
I have some space that is booked. I mean, a place for me to just do whatever I want. Like it's...
A physical space?
Like there is some time every day that is just where it's just no work, playtime. I don't know how to express it. Like I have
Could
me
other
time, I
people be
guess.
around? Could other people be around in that playtime?
It's my me time, so it depends. No, I want to spend some time alone.
Okay. So put those words down there.
In
More.
playtime, yeah, but there's some moments, I really need to recharge and focus, and it could be meditating or just sleep or read, but just nobody around.
What about exploring the city that you're in?
Then I want to do that with my team, with the
Okay.
people, with friends, or people from that city.
It's always an adventure.
Yeah, that's part of the
Yeah.
adventure.
Very nice. I'm excited for you. It's going to be fun. Okay. You don't want people around you 24 hours. So what do you want?
Well, what is that? Don't like people 24 that I have my alone time, but I guess that was before. I mean, that was in
The difference between alone time and me time. So does alone time mean people leave you alone or you are alone?
the
Like
me time. I put have me time alone.
Yeah, okay. That's different than having playtime, right?
Having playtime, have playtime.
Yeah. If it's important to you, we need to make sure it's clear. Okay, I want you to go through the list about what your ideal daily life is, and I think we should add some more stuff to it that we didn't birth through contrast, but that would still be okay. Go ahead.
My ideal life, my ideal daily life is that you see the first one I didn't get it. Asked to do something. So I'm asked to do something instead of I'm told to do something.
Well, no, I would say that people ask you instead of tell you. So what do you want? I'd rather people ask me than tell me.
Yeah. So in my ideal life, people ask me what to do.
No, then you don't even need to say that. They ask instead of tell.
I don't know. I have some discomfort about that. I cannot really. When my mind doesn't get focused, it means there is something there that bothers me.
Yeah.
That is inauthentic about that. I really don't like to be told what to do.
Right. And successful people are coached and they get feedback.
Yeah, when I ask, okay, then now I'm getting it. Yeah, when I'm asked, yeah.
Yeah. Because if you and I travel together, I would definitely be responsible because I'm your vibe checker. So I wouldn't want to be timid to say, you know what, Lilou, I think your vibes, I wouldn't want to be scared to do that.
No.
Right? So I would need to know what is the best way to tell you that. And my friend Norm is a manager at Starbucks, and they say something that I really like, and him and I joke around. Whenever they need to talk to a staff member, I'm going to say whatever it was. Whenever they need to talk to a staff member about something, they call it a coaching opportunity. And they'll say, so I'd like to have us a meeting. I have a coaching opportunity. So in brackets, that means, ooh, you're in trouble. But it's a coaching opportunity. And they train their managers and supervisors how to have that conversation. So I would want to do that with you. So instead of saying, you should do this, I probably don't use those words anyway, but I wouldn't say, you need to tap that away. I would say, so do you want to work on that together? Do you want to uncover this? So, getting you, so I'm asking, not telling you. But I'd still want to be able to have that freedom. So, and that's part of being flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so read your clarity list again.
So I love knowing that people ask me to do something, that I eat healthy, that I commit time to exercising and with a coach. I love knowing that I have the ideal accommodation and transportation all set up, that there is high-speed internet wherever I go, that I have my me time alone and playtime.
Yes. I'm going to add some things to your list. That all the team has the same values or similar values, and they're good communicators.
Yeah.
And also, they're focused on my success. I know I'm going to give another Celine Dion example. It's because her husband is so brilliant. Her husband, Rene, is brilliant. He carved her whole future. He made all the decisions. And the nice thing about their relationship, they both have the same goal. Imagine having him on your team.
Yeah.
His goal is your success. I
would
love
love
that.
to have a man in my life that is like that.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it? Yeah, and your guy would travel with you. Say yes if you love that.
I love that.
Yeah. Good.
I do love that. So
we've added a few things. Your team has the same values. They're good communicator. They're focused on your success. We attract an abundance of opportunities.
my ideal life too is internationally. I mean, traveling internationally all the time.
Okay, you can put that down. It includes international travel.
And I can go with the team. My team comes with me. I mean, part of the team comes with me internationally.
Okay.
And then we have some nurturing time, all of us.
Okay, so and would you want a family atmosphere or close friends or business boundaries, or would you hang out with these people, or would they have their own lives too? Or
that's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the friendly atmosphere, but still, each person knows what their mission is and that's their main focus at all time.
Okay, so I think we need to say something here about your team members. Your team members are they're professional.
Yeah, they're professional and talented. They're
experts
they're experts. I want to work with experts. Yeah.
And they want to be involved in an exciting project.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're creative.
Yeah. They're professional. I mean, they see everything through their professional eye. They love it so much. I mean, that's their main talent. That's what they're good at. They can't help it. Like me, I'm walking and I'm always thinking of an interview. Each conversation I have with anybody is just what I have on my mind. I can't help it.
Yes. So let's also put down that they're proactive.
Yeah.
They're always looking for new, and they're proactive. They like to contribute to the success of each interview.
Yeah.
And that they're coachable.
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent.
Sounds like it's right. So, without reading the list again, where's the vibe around a possible picture now? Does this feel different than?
Yeah.
It's.
It feels like it's. I mean, it's there. It's clear and tangible.
Okay. Read through the list again, or do you want me to? Do you want me to read the list and put words in it, and then you can have a recording of it?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that fun for you?
Yeah.
Say yes if you love that.
I love that. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I love that.
Okay. Sit back and relax. The very first step today was step 1 of the deliberate attraction process. And step 1 said, identify what your desire was. This is also the step used to reset vibration around anything. So today we uncovered that your desire was being diluted by some negative vibration you had actually about the tour. So we needed to reset the vibration around being on the tour because it carried a negative vibration. And that negative vibration stopped the positive vibration of the desire. Because you said it's not happening. In other words, something's trickling in. So today we uncovered about what that was. It was the blueprint in your head about what it's like to be on tour with a bunch of people, 24 hours a 7. We identified what the contrast or the things that you didn't like. And through the brief observation of it, we got to the clarity. So clarity comes from contrast, and clarity becomes a feeling because you'll say, I'm very clear. Here's my ideal career. It's this and this and this. And your clarity causes you to send the matching vibration of it, which is positive. And we've removed and whittled away some of the doubt. So you need to include in your vibrational bubble this new idea. So doing it once is fun, it's cute, it set the energy in motion, but this is about really reminding yourself. So I'm going to design a paragraph, and the paragraph is designed to feel good. And the languaging I'm going to use is each sentence will be true. So for example, I might say, I love knowing that my ideal tour has me eating healthy. So is that true or false? It's true, right? If it was an affirmation, the affirmation would be, I eat healthy on tour. And that's not true. But your ideal tour, now I'm giving emphasis to the word ideal. So I'm going to craft the sentence, so each sentence you'll say, oh, that is true. Yeah, my ideal one is like that. Yeah, that's the way I do want to feel. And when you're feeling positive, it helps you keep the vibration. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm in the process of uncovering and exploring everything that I need to do, know, or have to attract my ideal daily life on tour. I love knowing that my ideal daily life surrounds me with people like me, the same values, the same interest, the same great communication skills. And when communicating with me, I love knowing that they know how to ask me to do something to get my full participation. I love the thought of eating healthy on my tour and having healthy food around wherever I need it. I'm excited at the thought of everybody wanting to eat healthy with me. And I'm also loving the fact that I love the fact that when I have a trainer, it keeps me committed. My ideal tour allows me to work out with a trainer every day, and I'm fit and I'm eating well. I'm excited at the idea of all the transportation and all the accommodation needs that come easily and quickly to me. I love knowing that everything that I'm involved in is the highest quality, the people. I love knowing the thought of giving one opportunity after another, and it keeps growing. And all the team that I work with are great communicators. I love the thought of working with people that have the same values, they're good communicators. I love knowing that everybody that works with me is focused on my success. And law of attraction is in the process of unfolding and delivering all that needs to happen to make that come to me now. Say yes if you love that.
Yes. Clap.
High five.
High five.
Good.
Awesome.
So here's what happens. When you go from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change. And when the words change, the vibration changes. And when the vibration changes, the results change.
Very cool.
Good. Now, you can always add to this. My hunch is this will always be this way, but you'll end up wanting to add more. You might think, oh, you know what I forgot to tell Michael? That I didn't want to. I didn't want appointments to be late. So I'm going to add this. I love knowing that all my appointments are start on time. So you can add to this as you get another little thoughts might pop up.
Brilliant.
So let's check our work. We just went from what we didn't want to what we do want. Did the words change? Yes. And did you feel different hearing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were more hopeful, then that means you got rid of what? Because hope is the absence of what?
Doubt.
Doubt. And doubt's a negative vibration. So tell me about your overall vibration now about being on the tour and that day-to-day life. Tell me about the new picture that shows up when we talk about that, or the new feelings or thoughts that you get.
The tour is very smooth, and things are happening and unfolding effortlessly. Everybody is aligned and communicating really well.
Yeah, opportunities are coming out of the blue.
Opportunities are coming. I mean, it's just a magnetic, awesome tour. That
you're getting people planning parties in the city that you're coming to, and they're going to the bus, and there's going to be people coming out, and the media is going to eventually start coming, and the juicy tourists coming to town, and radio stations are going to want to get involved.
Yeah.
Do you love the thought of all that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You bet I do.
I love here you can say, I love the thought of media showing up. I love that thought.
I could totally see that. I'm very aligned with that.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. The last day that I was in Malaysia, I did a seminar at one of Malaysia's parent companies for the media. They own 59% of all the media share. They have billboards, many TV stations, TV shows. radio stations, magazines, newspapers. They're just media giants. So I went in and I did their breakfast television show, and it just went right up the channels. Like, who's this guy? It was really, really good to interview too. So they asked would I come to a 2-hour presentation. So that's what we do. In Malaysia, we go a 2-hour presentation. And I had 200 people that were all key in this organization. All the divisions, all the managers, all the HR, all the salespeople. And I did the whole law of attraction talking clarity through contrast for their ideal client or their ideal ad sale. They were so blown away.
Yeah.
So now when I'm going back to Malaysia in May, and they're probably going to sponsor the tour, and I'll be in the media everywhere. I love that. It certainly gets all the influence I'm going to have. I love it.
Excellent.
Okay, great work today. We removed block, and that was my job. You know, my job was to uncover what the block was, decide what the technique was. What are we going to do? Well, usually clarity through contrast. Sometimes we've done EFT and done tapping.
I love all of this. This was awesome. I look forward to sharing it right now with everybody.
Yeah. What are you going to call this series? I'm always curious how you do that.
This is the Ideal Daily Life series.
The Ideal Daily Life series. Fun.
It's the Deliberate Attraction series on how to attract our ideal life.
Yes.
I send you much love, Michael. This was another delightful session with you. It's so much fun. I love playing and transforming my life with you. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, we'll talk soon. I'm off to Italy in 10 days. I'm going back to Italy in 10 days.